Welcome to the lecture series of computer networks. I am Harsh Khattar, working as assistant professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering at ABES Engineering College, Ghaziabad. This is the second lecture of computer networks where I am talking about the goals and applications of computer networks. In the previous class, we discussed about the need of computer networks, why it is required, and discussed about the 5 units and the breakage of topics in computer networks. If I talk about the unit number 1, there are 2 parts in the syllabus. One is related to the basic terminologies and the introduction to computer networks, and the second part is related to the physical layer, means the transmission of media, how it is happening, and some physical devices. So, in first 3 classes we will talk about the basic part, the introductory and the terminology part, which includes the goals and applications of computer network. What are the categories of computer network? So, in today's class, in today's lecture, I will talk about these 2 points. Then we will talk about the organization of internet and ISP, internet service provider, how you are using the internet services. Then the structure of network. Okay. So, what is the structure of network, how you are using the services, what is about the infrastructure of computer networks. After this, we will talk about some of the protocols and the preferable reference model, which is the backbone of computer networks, which is the OSI model. So, OSI model is a very important thing to understand, and in university exam you will get the 10 marks question on this. So, the weightage is 10%. Then the TCP IP protocol suite, which is in practical to be implemented here. Then the network devices and the component. This is the first part. After this, we will talk about the physical layer in the next 4 classes. So, let us start the today's content, which is the goals and applications, and then we will see the category and the types of network. So, very first thing before the goals and application is why networking. In last class, we talk about the basics of network, but what is the role, why we need a networking. Suppose I am talking about this video recording lecture. So, I can also do this task at my home, but here I am standing in the studio where I have a full fledged hardware. We have all these resources which I am using here. Okay. So, if I am recording the same lecture at my home, so how many things are required? I need a highly professional camera to record this. I need a mic. I need a proper lighting, proper facility. I need a editing tool to this particular video if there is anything required. So, this is for me only. There are more than 1000 faculty members in my region only. There are more than 10,000 faculty members in complete Uttar Pradesh AKTU University. There are more than 1 lakh faculty members in our country. So, if everybody is purchasing their own requirements, because yes, we are talking about the video lecture recordings. In this pandemic, we are using this thing. So, if everybody is using this, so how many resources are consumed? And if I am using this camera, I am using this camera for recording for whole day for 24 hours? No. So, the answer is for at max 2 to 3 hours. So, here I am wasting the resources. Yes, I have my own resources, but I am not fully utilizing it. So, basically the networking helps us in consuming the resource in better manner. Okay. So, that is the reason we are talking about the resource sharing. So, now everybody is coming here, the time schedule is managed. Okay. So, this is similar to the timetable which you have seen, means 9 to 10 there is a class of this particular subject, then 10 to 11 a particular subject, then 11 to 12 the third subject, like this. So, this is a sharing of resources, the sharing of all the things. This is a software things as well as the hardware. So, we have also discussed about the resource sharing, that we are talking about the files, folders, and the physical devices like printer, scanner, the computer as well. The next important thing is it also saves my money, not only the resource, means yes, I am using the resource in not efficient manner if I have my own resource. But when we are talking about the shared resource, it also saves my money. It is not required to invest 2 lakh or 3 lakh rupees in these type of setups here. Okay? So, this is very good thing if we are using the sharing of resources. Reliability. Reliability is an important one, means I trust the system. Might be at my workplace or at my home, at my resident place, I don't have that much facility of the generator, and this means yes, I can use the AC not on the generator. So, in this case, if I am talking about a particular specialized place where everything is maintained, so I can rely on it, means a particular network should be considered as a good network if we are relying on it. So, this is the reliability. So, these are 3 important points, so that we can trust our system. Yes, you can integrate the multiple physical independent devices, and we can say yes, this is an important thing about this. Not only these 3 things, we can enhance the functionality with the multiple hardwares as well. Means the scalability is a very important thing. Right now we are talking about the 3 devices, 4 devices, but later on you can add 10 more devices, you can add 100 more devices. Suppose in your college right now there is one block where there is a lab of 100 computers. In future the 2 more blocks are ready with the 100 computers lab as well. So, now the 300 computers are there, and yes, all are connected through the network. So, this is a role of networking. It is not required that yes, you have an independent network for that particular block, independent network for that, and for sharing purpose it is not possible or it is not feasible. No, it is not like this. So, if you are using a proper computer networking, then you can integrate everything together and you can share the data resource. Okay? So, this is very important thing to understand why the networking is required. So, in the networking you can add these points, and another important point, from a single point you can configure whole of the network. It is not required to go on a single system, okay, configure it, then another system configure it. So, in this manner the 300 systems are there in a row and you need to configure it. No, through the proper networking at a single place you have the access of all 300 systems, and you can access, you can change the configuration, you can easily do the administrative things. Okay? So, there is a good support of networking when we are talking about the computer networks. So, this is a basic thing. Okay? And when we are talking about this networking, we need some specific key elements. What are the important things which are required for the networking, the minimum things? So, here these are known as the networking elements. Networking elements means you need some systems. The first priority is this. When you have system, then we are talking about the communication among the systems, then the data which is to be communicated from one system to another. So, these are the 4 key elements when we are talking about the networking. Like we have the nodes, at least 2 nodes are there, only then the communication is possible. Otherwise, in a single computer we have the multiple applications which are communicating with each other, they are sharing the resource, they are sharing the data which is common in this. So, this is one example where we have taken a one server part and the 2 computers. So, this is the computer, the first thing, the nodes. In computer networks, technically we are talking about these are the my nodes, and when it is in a mobile form, so we are talking about the movable nodes or mobile nodes, okay, otherwise stationary nodes. Then the communication is through the transmission media, that we are talking about the wires or wireless medium. So, this is about the medium. Then we have some set of rules which are known as the protocols. Protocols means, like I am saying, if you are coming in a college in your class, then you must wear your ID card. So, this is the rule which is defined. Similarly, when we are talking about the communication among the nodes, then there are some specified rules which need to be followed. These rules are known as protocols. Next, the software programs. Basically, when we are talking about communication, in communication there are some specialized softwares which are required. These softwares allows us to use the applications as well as the nodes to share the resources. So, these softwares itself are the applications and some specialized program which are meant for the networking. In some of the systems there is a special network operating system which is designed for this purpose only. Okay. So, I have not mentioned the name of operating system or the term operating system. This software itself carries this thing, and we can say yes, operating system is again a collection of software programs. So, this is the basic about the networking elements. In university exam, you will get another question with a different name, like what are the components of networking. So, you can also see the same slide here. Yes, the abbreviations are changed, but the meaning is same. The syntax mentioned is different, the semantics is same. We are talking about that computers are divided into two parts. One is the sender node and another one is the receiver node. Sender node sends a particular message. So, suppose this is sending the data to the receiver node and we have the message with us. Say, hello, how are you? I am sending this message to my friend. So, I am a sender node and my friend is a receiver node, and I am sending a message, and this message is basically, hi, how are you? Okay. So, this is a message which I want to transfer. So, these are some basic needs. Now, we have some set of rules for this. So, I am talking about, yes, these are the protocols and I am sending the data over the wired or wireless medium. So, this is basically my transmission media. So, might be you will get a question on the elements of network or the components of network, both are the important thing. Let us have a look to the next topic, which is the goals of networking. So, this is very important thing. All the things are interrelated, but when we need to mention a specific heading, then the specific answer is required. So, the goals of networking are the same, like the goal is proper resource sharing, not that yes, I am sharing a resource, this is a marker and I am using and I am also sharing this marker. No, this is not resource sharing. The proper resource sharing means when it is required from me, I am taking a class. So, it is my requirement to use this. So, with this we need some specific rules, as I said in the previous slide that we have some protocol, the set of rules defined for the proper resource sharing. Then reduce cost and the infrastructure. So, this is again important point. If we are talking about the proper networking, then it will surely reduce your cost and the infrastructure, the space where you need a particular physical device. So, this is an important thing. Okay. So, even we do not have the infinite amount of money to spend or infinite amount of the space to deploy the infrastructure. So, if we are using the less amount, less money and the less space, but we are easily or firmly working with the networking components. So, that is the best thing. So, this is a goal of computer networks. High reliability, yes, if you are doing such things, but the network is not reliable. If I am sending hi, how are you, and my friend is waiting for my message. Suppose he is saying, okay, I am coming in at your home in 15 minutes and the message is not delivered and message is delivered after 20 minutes. So, what is the use of that particular message? Because before coming the message, my friend is already arrived at my home. Okay. So, just think about these type of things. So, if a network is reliable, then we can say yes, this is a very good thing. This is a basic goal of the computer networks. Error free communication. I am coming in 15 minutes, okay, and due to some error the one is missing. Now, I am coming in 5 minutes. I have prepared a tea and he is coming after 10 minutes because already 5 minutes is done. So, now tea is not hot. So, this is one example which I am taking to discuss about the error free or this reliability, so that you can easily understand. So, that is why I am taking these basic examples. Better network performance. The objective is not only the resource sharing, but also the better performance from the network. Suppose, as I said that we are using the 2G or 3G mobile services. Yes, we are good with this and we are also doing all the services. I am watching the YouTube video as well. But if I am using a high end service, I am using the 4G network, then the speed will be fast. The thing which I am doing will work in the fast pace, means I am talking about the better performance. So, performance parameters are there. There are 5 performance parameters which we will discuss in the coming lectures in detail, that how we can improve the system performance, what are the parameters for the measuring the performance. Okay. So, these are the major goals of computer networks, and yes, all these 5 points which I have discussed, these are basically the ideal conditions. Okay. So, this is the detailed part. If you want to write about the resource sharing, so it is clearly mentioned here. Yes, the resource sharing is important because the resources are finite. We don't have the infinite resources. Similarly, the cost and the infrastructure, yes, we are talking about the less space and less money, and yes, the full utilization. So, this is very important thing. Higher reliability, this is just to recall the things. Yes, we trust the system. Yes, the system is proper as well as secure. You can share the confidential messages as well. Error free, there is no error, no of the signal is distorted, okay, or delayed. So, we are assuming 100% secure system and 0 error rate. Okay. Yes, practically it is not possible, but we will try to improve this thing. That is why this is our goals. Better network performance, we have some parameters, we have some criteria to do this task. So, basically I discuss about the ideal scenario where there is a full fledged thing, there is no lag, there is no error and everything is perfect. Currently we are assuming if I am saying hello, instantaneously my friend is receiving this, but there is some lag, even I am pressing the key. So, this is still taking some delay. Okay, might be it is in the nanosecond or microsecond, but there is a delay when we are talking about the computer. So, each and every tick is important. Okay. So, practically this is not possible to achieve all things at the 100% ratio, but we can achieve the maximum one. This is a goal of computer networks. So, let us talk about the applications. So, applications, as I said earlier, everything is now dependent on the networking, but still we will discuss about some of the applications in detail, like mobile devices. We are using all the applications, we are communicating with the devices. This is the best example to understand the application of computer networks. Without the proper computer network, without the proper streaming, it is unable to understand the role of networking here in the mobile. Even you can't use the complete functionality. Now, if I talk about the ratio, how much ratio is there if we are only using the mobile phone for the calling purpose. So, it is approx 10%, mean 90% we are using the mobile phone for the net surfing, for the other services which are related to the networking. Okay. Media and communication, this media and entertainment and communication part is very important. We have seen that now if there is happening somewhere, then we will get the instant notification. So, how the notification is coming, how you are able to see the live telecast of the match, how you are able to see the live concert. So, these things are very important when we are talking about the computer network. So, these are the very important applications to understand that without networking this thing is not possible. E-commerce. So, yes, we all are using the e-payments and the websites for the purchasing and selling purpose. There are so many websites where you can purchase the goods and services online. You are also doing the payments online. So, now we have everything on the over the fingertips through the mobile applications. So, this is a very important point. So, this is considered as one application of computer networks. We have all the banking services on our mobile phone. On a single click you can transfer the amount. So, this is very important thing to understand. Yes, this is possible through the computer networks only. We have other application and programs. So, how we can say this, because we are using other applications like Facebook, we are using the WhatsApp, we are using YouTube. So, yes, these all are possible through the network, internet. So, when we are talking about the internet is basically the interconnected devices are using over the network. Okay. So, we are using these functionality, these all are the applications, and yes, there are many more things which we can say. The sharing of devices are there. So, there are many more things which can be included here in the application. So, you can relate it with your organization, your educational institute, your schools, your other industries, your MNCs, all are using the network. So, these are the applications of computer networks. So, these are the goals and applications. Let us move towards the more depth, that how many categories are there for the particular network. So, as per our usage, we have divided the networks. Okay. Suppose I am using the internet in a particular lab with the 30 or 40 students. So, this is a small area where we are using this. There are the small equipments which we are using here. All the computers are connected. So, this is a basic local area network. When we are talking about big organizations, big factories, and we are talking about the big area as well. So there are various blocks, there are various buildings which are interconnected through the network. So this is a bigger network than the local area network. So this is known as MAN, means the metropolitan area network. So this is the another example. And when we are talking about a wide WAN, so in this wide area network is defined where you are using the network across the country, across the states. So these are the examples under the wide area network. So this is our introduction part about the three networks. Let's talk in detail about these networks. Based on our usage, we have defined these terminologies. Initially there were only three networks, but right now it is not mentioned here, but there are few more networks as well. Like I am sharing one pic or one file with my friend through the Bluetooth. So this can be considered as my personal area network. Okay. So it is mentioned here that the personal area network means when we are communicating through smaller devices for the personal network, like we are sending the data over the IR, or we can say the Bluetooth. Okay. Even the hotspot which we are using here to share the services and the network. So this is the example of personal area network, which is known as PAN. Okay. When we are moved towards the broader, as I take an example of lab, your lab, you have done so many labs, and in the every semester we have multiple labs, and all the students are sitting there and they are sharing the common software and they are using. So here the computers are connected towards the LAN cable. Okay. So this is the important thing to understand when we have the network like this. So this is known as local area network. In a particular lab, systems are connected which are following some sharing properties. So this is single local area network. Then we are adding the multiple blocks here, and these blocks are now making a big network, which is your MAN. So this is basically the metropolitan area network where the huge systems are. Suppose you are studying in a college where there are 5 or 7 blocks, there is a separate boys hostel, girls hostel, and all the networking properties are maintained at a single roof. There is a particular server which is providing all the services, there is a router placed in a particular room. So we have seen these type of examples. So this is one example of the MAN network. Okay. And the big companies where we have the various categories, like the banking system is there, where worldwide we have so many banks which are interconnected. Okay. You can access your record from any of the bank branch. So how it is possible? This is an example of a wide area network which is deployed. Okay. So I have included the term here, the internet. So internet is nowadays the another fifth category of the network. If I am considering this PAN as a first category, then second, third, fourth, and internet is coming beyond the scope of wide area network. But currently you can just consider it as a wide area network. Okay. So this is the basics of these three types. Now if I talk about the differentiation among these three important networks, so how you can differentiate? So there are various properties to understand. Let's discuss in detail. So this is one example which is showing everything. Means in the previous slide I have shown the example of the building and the network, how the network is connected. In this example I am talking about this structure, that in a small area we have a LAN, then we have a wider one which is the MAN, and then the major one which is my WAN. So LAN, MAN, WAN. Now what are the parameters and the attributes which are differentiating these three networks? The very first thing is basically if we are moving from a smaller network to the larger network, so the coverage. So very first thing is coverage. When we are talking about the LAN, the coverage is 100 meters. Here in the WAN we are talking about the kilometers. Okay. And when we are talking about the WAN, so we are talking about the broader area. So this is the coverage. So coverage is not mentioned here. So coverage is to show with the help of this pyramid. So coverage means we are talking about the range. What is the range of a particular network? Now if we are talking about a smaller network, then the security constraints are less, because I am physically able to see all the systems, I can configure it. So, there is less chances of any type of delay. So, when we are talking about the LAN, which is a smaller part, then WAN is a bigger part. So, if we are moving towards the broader area, then the transmission delay must be increasing. Okay. Suppose I am sending the data from this to this particular system which is connected to over the wired media, and if I am sending a data at some other node through the wireless medium. So, in this case my transmission delay will increase. Even there is, if I am sending a data with the speed of light. So, in that case speed of light is not, we can say that there is no zero delay. Okay. So, still there is a minute delay which can be considered as a transmission delay. Then if we are sending a data over a long distance, then there is a chances of congestion, means there is a traffic of data where we need to maintain our data in an isolated form, secure form and reliable form. Okay. The cost of infrastructure. Yes, when I am sending a data over the long range, then I need various repeaters, various systems, various infrastructure, so that my signal is not distorted. It will maintain my signal. Okay. So, these are some key points which, when we are talking about the LAN to WAN, so these points are increasing order. These are increasing. The transmission delay will increase from LAN to WAN. Then the congestion will also increase and the cost of infrastructure will also increase. But when we are talking about the WAN to LAN, then we will see, yes, the data transmission speed will increase. Okay. So, data transfer is very fast when we are talking about the nodes in LAN, and yes, the speed is less when we are talking about the sending the data over the WAN. Then the fault tolerance, if you have a smaller network, then the fault tolerance is very high. If there is any fault, it can be easily manageable, but in WAN it is very less. Okay. Then the ease of maintenance, you can easily maintain the infrastructure when we are talking about the LAN, but in case of WAN there are so many things which are deployed, there are so many intermediary hops, intermediary nodes which need to be checked. Okay. Yes, the problem is in that particular location. No, the problem is in the second hop or the third hop or the fourth hop, which router or which infrastructure is deployed there. So, we need to check everything. So, here there is less ease of maintenance when we are talking about the WAN. So, I hope now you can elaborate all these points as per your requirement and as per the question. So, I discussed about the categories, goals and applications. Now, this is a summary. What type of questions can come from this class. So, what exactly the computer network is, this is an important thing which we have discussed. Then what are the key elements of computer networks, what are the components of computer networks. So, I hope you are easily give the answers of these questions. What are the goals of computer networks? We have discussed the so many goals here. The 5 key goals are mentioned there, including the resource sharing to the communication part, then the applications of computer network and networking, what are the types and the categories of computer network. So, there is one question as a self assessment for you. If I am giving you this question, if you are making your own network, okay, I have discussed about all the goals, all the applications, what are the key parameters, why we are using the networking. So, if I am saying you need to you have a infinite amount of cost or infinite amount of infrastructure, and now you are making your own network. So, what are the key features which is coming to your mind, that these are the features should be listed there when you are making your own network. Okay. So, just point it out and write it in your copy or on a paper to understand, okay, these are the key features which should be kept in the mind while making a particular network. So, this is a summary of today's class. Thank you. I hope you got all the answers.